Hello guys, Josh from MC2000 here. Today I've got a comic book Carnage video for you all. I'm going to have some more of these coming out soon. They're going to be a bit sporadic because I'm a bit behind. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do comics as they come out. But I'm also going to have some older ones interspersed in, like comics I haven't covered in a while. Like probably go back to some of the Red Hood and Outlaws, I don't know. Definitely, this is going to be the video talking about Terminus Contract, which is the new Deathstroke crossover with Titans. And we've had the first epilogue, which is the Teen Titans epilogue. We've not had the Deathstroke epilogue yet, and I'm going to talk about why that concerns me a little bit today. Because, simply put, okay, this is your spoiler warning now for, like, the entire thing. I'm about to spoil this entire story arc, so if you don't want it spoiled, either stick your fingers in your ears or leave the video, one or the other. Like, save it, like, thumbs it up, come back to it later, stick the bell, you know, whatever you want to do, just make sure you'll be able to come back and watch it later when you finish reading it. Then we can have a discussion together, you see. This is the thing. I've considered doing comic book live streamers maybe, but I don't know. Maybe at some point we can try that. But we shall, I digress. Terminus Contract. Deathstroke dies! He literally... What is it with Deathstroke? He getting shot through his good eye? I don't remember which one is his good eye. I don't know. It's one of them. But he gets shot through his good eye, and he is dead with an. He's shot through there with an arrow. He's killed by one of the members of Robin's team. Simply put, I don't know much, if anything, about this new Titans team. I've not been reading Teen Titans, to be honest. I've only ever dipped into it for the Deathstroke crossovers. Simply put, because I don't like Damian, and Damian is leading the Teen Titans, obviously, so, you know, and Corey's gone off to have her own team with, like, Justice League members, and that looks to me more like it'll be Teen Titans-esque than this, but, you know, if you like this, you like what you like, you know. I'm not gonna spend an entire video ranting about the new Teen Titans. Simply because I don't care about them that much, you know. So, yeah, right, let's get on to it. So basically, this female Red Arrow girl kills, I don't think it's Arrowette, it's somebody new. I think it's possibly, it possibly could be meant to be Thea, kind of. I think it's kind of based off of Thea from Arrow. I'm not too sure, but, it's implied she has some history with some killers and that, and, you know, she's, you know, so she kills Deathstroke, right? And in the Teen Titans epilogue, everyone's basically, like, they're all arguing, like, oh, why you do this, why you do this? But, where does that leave Deathstroke? Where does that leave the Deathstroke ongoing series? Because the Deathstroke ongoing series hasn't ended going up to Terminus, like, we were never told it concluded in Terminus. I don't know. Maybe, is the epilogue the last one? Is Deathstroke coming to an end? Or is it going to carry on? Because, I mean, out of all my comics, Deathstroke's the one I definitely have the most of. In terms of rebirth, like, with how many have come out. I even need to reorganize the box. It's why I've got so many of them here, because I need to reorganize the box. With them all in. So that's on my to-do list. I'll probably do that over the next couple of days. Sit down, reorganize the... Let me just raise that back up. Yeah, cut my head off. Bad framing. So, yeah, just let me... you know, I need to sort that out at some point. And I'll do a video then as well, talking about the size of my comic collection and different things. But, Terminus Agenda is definitely... like... It's left Deathstroke in a weird place. It's either going to end the next issue, or it's going to carry on with a new character, a new protagonist, or Deathstroke's going to be resurrected and come back, which, although I'm a comic book reader, and I know death is never permanent in comics, like, but resurrection is doing my head in, man. Like, how many times are you going to have to resurrect people in one run alone? Like, rebirth is one, like, this is the thing. If DC and that keep rebooting every couple of years, what is the point of resurrection as a trope? Like, you know, if you're gonna keep rebooting stuff, just have characters stay dead, like, because it would be, like, okay, I know you can't have people like Batman stay dead, but, you know, like, you know, characters like Deathstroke, yeah, the ongoing would probably end or be replaced with someone else, but no one's really gonna be that depressed that Deathstroke's dead, you know. We're not gonna have people in the streets that Deathstroke's ended. What'll be interesting is there's two ways I can see them doing this. Well, three actually. One, Deathstroke ends. The book ends, like the story ends. We see Rose and Jericho kind of sad and kind of grieving, and then that's the end of the story. Deathstroke ends, which, you know, would be kind of meh, and the book would be replaced with someone else. Maybe they'd reboot Deathstroke, I don't know. And then what would happen after that is, or the other option is, you know, the book gets renamed. You know how Red Hood and Outlaws has renamed itself Outlaws? I'll give you an example, because I have got one on here. Red Hood and Outlaws 34. I will definitely get on to talking about these at some point. Probably when the next Red Hood and Outlaws issue comes around now. But 34. Like, it's been retitled from Red Hood and the Outlaws to Red Hood Outlaw. So you'll probably have it where they retitle Deathstroke. Like, say if they made Rose the main character, which I think would be the smartest thing to do, simply because she's never had her own ongoing. She's always been a character that's like a side character or a background character. She's never really got her chance to be front and center. And, you know, some might argue for good reasons. Some might argue she's not a strong enough character to hold it up on her own. But my answer is if Red Hood and all the Robins can have their own ongoings, why can't someone like Rose hold up their own book? It's like, you know, you've got a Batgirl book, you got a Nightwing book, you got a Red Hood book, you got Teen Titans used to be Tim's book. Well, it was the Titans, but Tim was leading it, so it was kind of like his book, kind of, in quotation marks. You know, he had his little thing. He had his team, Jason had his team. You know, that was their books, right? Well, I say their books, but it's Teen Titans. You get my point. Basically, like, you know, each of the Bat family members had their own book. Damian had Batman and Robin. You know, they all had their own book. So if you wanted a different flavor of the Bat family, you'd go for that book, right? So why now, you know, if DC are doing that, why make the argument that, oh, Ravager couldn't hold up her own book? Why? Where does that come from? Like, because she is more or less the closest thing you got to Deathstroke right now. So, given the fact Deathstroke's dead, if you're gonna have an ongoing, if Deathstroke's still gonna be ongoing, you need to have either Rose or Jericho take the main spotlight. You know, like, I don't know, maybe I just think out of Rose and Jericho is okay, but I don't think anyone's been clamoring for a Jericho book. And then again, no one's particularly been clamoring for a Ravager book, so I don't know. I just think you could do more interesting things with Rose than you could with Jericho. I don't know. But I'm just trying to think of where they're going to take it, and ultimately, I can't see where they're going to take it unless this is their way of cancelling Deathstroke. I don't know, like, because I don't know what the sales are looking like for Deathstroke, so. Because I must admit, I never sit down and look at the sales. Maybe I should start doing that. Maybe I should do like a monthly episode of Comic Book Carnage where I sit down and look at sales for things. I don't know. Would you guys be interested in that? I don't know. My opinions on the sales. Because honestly, I know nothing about like sales or anything like for comics. I don't know if they're good, bad, indifferent. I know comic books is a niche thing, right? It's never gonna make as much money as movies. Sorry, but those days are gone. But it's just one of those things where I think they've put themselves into a corner with Deathstroke, honestly. So I have no idea where they're going to go from here. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching. I've been Josh from C2000. I hope you've enjoyed this part of Comic Book Carnage. Please leave your comments down below, leave me some feedback, or if you just want to chat, I'm up for that too. Also, if you could hit the subscribe, I'd be so appreciative of that. And also, hit the bell for notifications, make sure you know when I upload. Don't want you to miss anything fun here on the channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.